Stuck in. Let me finish this up. Is that the text line?
No. Phantom producer, create amazing imaging at home. Oh, so now you are getting your game up, huh? Feeling hot.
75, leaving Stone 300th game. Time most winning pitcher in baseball history. Here he is.
Oh, good old Tommy.
And we'll talk more about Tom next. Also, running back Leonard Fournette. What is it?
Fournette.
How come it's so hot? It's completely different than it was 5 minutes ago. What? Fournette?
Fournette. Yeah, take off the TE at the end.
Then it'd be Fournette.
Well, it's probably because he's French from Louisiana.
No, I'm saying if it took it off, it would be Fournette. Fournette, like Georgette, like Bernadette. We'll talk more about Tom next. Also, running back Leonard Fournette is joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a 1-year deal worth up to $3.5 million. That's next with your sports shorts. We'll talk more about Tom next. Also, running back Leonard Fournette is joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I forgot to put my ding-dings in today. Ratty-tat-tat.
Deadline tomorrow, and your computer just crashed.
This is 2020.
Head out with the headlines. Only news you need to know with Danny and the Jock on 98.1 The Max.
We're going into Labor Day. Please wear your mask.
Top doctors warning Americans need to take personal responsibility before making plans for Labor Day.
Is he like the only reporter they got?
Labor Day. Labor Day.
Twitter removed a video from one of President Trump's tweets yesterday after it got a copyright complaint from Eddie Grant, the musician whose hit song Electric Avenue appears in the video. Twitter spokesperson confirmed that the video had been taken down in response to a copyright complaint per company policy. Hall of Fame baseball pitcher Tom Seaver died yesterday. He was 75, leaving a winning legacy as being the 18th all-time most winning pitcher.
And then you take it higher. We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Out in the street.
We'll talk more about confirmed that the video had been taken down pitcher in baseball history. We'll talk more about
What am I doing? What am I doing?
We'll talk more about pitcher in baseball history. We'll talk more about Tom next. Also, running back Leonard Fournette is joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a one-year deal worth up to $3.5 million. That's next with your sports shorts.
Danny Ham.
La la la. We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Same as. It's my snack. Brought snacks. You not in there, Jarman?
Yes. I was on mute though, but feeling hot.
I was so proud of all the snacks I brought to Metallica and didn't eat one of them. Bump 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 bump. We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take
I was
it out.
going to. My original wood was the boneless chicken wing.
Oh my god, that's hysterical.
I didn't know. Mr. Prep didn't say that one of his mom or dad was on the council.
The guy announces it at the end of it. He goes, "For the record, that's my son."
Oh, mine got clipped off. I heard him going,
We going after this?
show can. Show can.
We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher.
And the cradle won't rock. No, the cradle won't rock. 'Cause I said rock on. Here we go. Yeah.
98.1 The Max.
Danny in the jar.
See people sweating, hear people wheezing, feeling hot, hot, hot. I smell your armpits. You must eat lots of garlic. It's the opposite of cold out, which is hot, hot, hot. It's not the heat so much as the humidity. And you boom, 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 boom. And you boom, boom, boom. Candyman tempting the thoughts of a sweet tooth.
Folks getting hot out there. Video footage from the Ukraine shows a woman standing on the wing of an airplane she had just arrived on. It turns out she was returning from a vacation in Turkey when she opened up the emergency exit door and went out onto the wing as the plane sat at the gate. They say she left her 2 children inside as she went out. The pilot called for an ambulance because she climbed safely back inside. She reportedly told authorities she had performed the stunt because she was too hot inside of the plane. And tests revealed she was not under the influence of drugs or alcohol. I guess sometimes when you're just hot.
So just over it. Over it.
Yeah.
Let me off. I've never understood why you have to sit on a tarmac for 4 hours because there's something wrong with the plane. Then let us out.
I mean, how difficult is it? I mean, people are sitting there for 8 hours and you can't open up that gate and let us go back inside in the air conditioned waiting area and then put us back on. Absolutely. And Phoenix, Arizona has literally been baking for months. In July, it was the hottest month ever on record. Then in August, they smashed that new record to become the new hottest month. The back-to-back records made it the hottest summer ever recorded in Phoenix. Now, like Doc Holliday had a tuberculosis or something, and he was a dentist in Georgia and moved out in that area because of the heat and the air would hopefully help him. The average temperature in August was 99.1 degrees before this year. The average temperature was at 98.3. And as you just heard during that Buster Poindexter song, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. Yeah, we have humidity here, but that heat, I'll never forget being in Austin, Texas for the first time and that hotel door, sliding door opening, and it just went boom.
Yeah, I can't remember any place I've ever been that's worse than Memphis, though. It's just, there's just the humidity, it's a wall. It's like thick and muggy.
Yeah, but like Texas, and I'm assuming Phoenix and Vegas, man, you walk out in Vegas at 9 in the morning and it's like walking into a oven. And it's not an oven here. Here it's like you said, that thick that you just hate.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just don't think any place is worse than Memphis, but I can't say that I've never been to Vegas in the summer.
Coming up, a petition is being signed by thousands to no longer have Tom the Tiger at U of M football games. That's coming up next.
Are we off?
Yep.
Hey, Anna Marie Island and Craig, and good morning, Timothy.
Somebody just text, Iraq is wonderful in the summertime. I bet.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. It's Chicago's pretty hot. Not as hot as Memphis, though.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand how St. Louis gets so hot. Because that's why Justin Thompson said he went to Alabama because, Louisville even gets cold during the wintertime and it sucks playing in that weather.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Sure.
That's like the exact number of people who have died of COVID-19.
I thought I just slipped that in there. Which I'm trying to wrap my head around that. You know how much I trust Dr. Threkel. Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Dun, 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 dun.
Did you book the sweet deal today?
I have not heard back from her. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. We got Gorman tomorrow. Gorman on Monday morning. What else?
Who on Monday?
Steve Gorman's doing our show.
Oh, that's right. We shall ain't. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Mm, 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 mm. Mm.
That woman took it some. You and I got what it takes to make it. Oh, you never make it. I can't take it. Oh, plug it in, plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh, never make it.
I can't. Send woman tickets and it never come out right. How did that just happen?
You and I've got what it takes to make it. We won't fake it. I'll do my own version. I'll go.
You got that parrot ready.
Surely is. I'm going to start the fight song before we go into it, too.
All right.
You and I've got what it takes to make it. Here we go. We're going live.
$98.1.
The Max.
Danny in the Jar.
Big Labor Day Saturday for your Memphis Tigers, with the Memphis Tigers against the Arkansas State Wolves. How no at the Liberty Bowl and on ESPN. Awesome at 7 o'clock.
Nearly 10,000 people have sent emails to the University of Memphis urging the school to stop using a live tiger as their mascot. Now, for more than 40 years, the U of M has brought out tigers named Tom, and our current tiger, named Tom III, is, well, the third to be used. Animal rights organization in defense of animals, IDA, they started the movement to end the practice, noting that big cats don't belong at loud, crowded football games with 60,000 cheering fans. So far, 9,700 people have supported the movement and sent emails to the school. That's like the exact number of people who have died of COVID-19.
Oh, my God.
Lisa Levinson, wild animals campaigner for IDA, said in a release, forcing wild animals who are very sensitive to their surroundings into crowds of screaming people is stressful and cruel. Taking pictures with Tom also sends a harmful message and teaches fans that wild animals belong in cages rather than in their native habitats, and that they exist for our entertainment. It's time to leave Tom at home instead of carting him around to attend games. In addition to Tom, the University of Memphis has a human mascot that, of course, is Pouncer, who can easily interact with its audience while sparing Tom from enduring the undue stress of attending every game. Why cause undue stress and suffering to Tom when the U of M has a perfectly capable human? The U of M president, Dr. David Rudd, was also directly addressed with, this is your golden opportunity to launch an educational, ecologically sound campaign to keep wild animals in the wild. Please announce your decision to the end of use of live animal mascots and bring Pouncer to future games while leaving Tom at home. Well, personally, right now we are trying to decide if students should be left at home. We found out the band will be able to be there this Saturday. They have to bring their spit home with them after the game, but no offense to animals. But can we get through this pandemic and crisis first before stirring up another one?
If you've ever seen Tom at the football games, he's not really into it. He doesn't look stressed. You can see the air conditioning blowing through his little cart there, and he's normally on his side napping. It's rare that he's up and at 'em. And I've met Tom the Third's guardian. Tom the Third lives a life that we all would love. He lives on about 3 acres of a sanctuary and is very well kept. I don't know if you've ever had steak tips in Frosted Flakes, but I've heard it's delicious.
That glass is soundproof that he's in too, so he can't even hear the 60,000 fans cheering.
I'm sorry, what?
The glass he's in is the bubble you're in is just water.
You feel for
it. I guess this group is against zoos too. A parrot at a zoo in the UK is going viral after someone posted a video of the singing parrot. It's awesome. It's from the Beyonce song, If I Were a Boy.
Wow. Wait, one more time. That's awesome.
I know. And in other Tiger news, Tiger King's Carol Baskin will be on Dancing with the Stars. Oh, no. We got more details coming up next. What else is there to say? I don't know one other person on that list, but we're going to talk about it.
Nelly, baby.
Good morning, Sam. No, is it Noel or Noel? Good morning, Cleve. And Bob Alberson, that was me. I'm assuming Bob is the one that said about Iraq. And so everybody watching right now, go ahead and message us. How many of you watch Dancing with the Stars and care who's on it? Because I'm just curious.
And remember, Bob felt this was the what worst Facebook Live, or remember our first day on.
Oh. I'm not participating in this next story.
I'm not reading that whole list neither. Don't worry. But also Grey's Anatomy. I mean, come on. Enough.
It's still on? I thought that wasn't on anymore.
No.
Oh, it's still on. Yeah. Let's have a Friends reunion too while we're at it.
You heard the Fresh Prince is getting back together. Yep.
Oh, man. Can't wait. That's going to be awesome.
Thanksgiving night.
Gosh, let's just go back to Cheers and see what Norm's up to.
Where everybody knows my name. Maybe they'll bring Coach back.
Jesus, I forgot about him. He's been dead a long time.
Quite a while.
Wow. That's what we should just do for 2021, since we couldn't do anything this year. Just all be Dancing with the Stars. Oh no, we got more details coming up next. What else is there to say? Another person on that list. Anna, Tiger King's Carol Baskin will be on Dancing with the Stars. Oh no, we got more details.
say. I don't know one other person. We're going to talk about it. We'll be on Dancing with the Stars.
Carol.
Tiger King's
Carol Baskin. I mean, you think she can dance?
Oh, the bad thing about it is they're going to have to pretty her up. I mean, it's
That's impossible.
going to be like watching Hillary Clinton in a tutu. I'm saving that for the air. Don't laugh until I do it.
Oh, me, oh, my. EJT. 73.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Fill all the honors. I'm getting water. Lay down.
Sure, you are. Water. Water. Water, my water.
I saw a tiger.
Verify. Verify. Done. Dun. Let's see. Never seen the show. That's what I thought. Pronounced Noel. Noel, I'm not going to ever give that up. Sorry. Good morning, Todd Poole. Hope you enjoyed your birthday. I wore my Roxy Blue t-shirt on the wrong day. I wore it the day before your birthday. My bad. High quality H2O. Or just Tito's. Noel. Noel. Just kidding. Do. What was... Okay. Where am I? Who am I? What is going on? Cause I saw a tiger. Tiger saw a man. Ba 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 ba. Open. Save as. Oh, it's almost Friday. 3-day weekend. What y'all gonna do? You been doing anything exciting? Anyone? Anyone? Garrett, you just want to say hi? We love you too, Garrett. I don't know why you were up this ungodly hour. Good morning, David. How's old S.Y. Wilson doing? Noel has to work this weekend. Well, that's not exciting. First time in years? Well, then maybe that is exciting, Noel. What's everybody else doing this weekend? Getting out? Doing a little hiking in the hills? If you're wondering why I talk to you looking this way, is because that's where my computer is, but the camera is that way. But if I put the camera on my screen, it would just mess up the whole background. Ain't gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. And I think it'd be creepy if I was looking directly at you all morning, so I'm not. Let's see, what am I calling this? Oh, here he comes. Be quiet, don't tell him. Jarman, the drummer, says hi. Our favorite drummer, Garrett.
Oh,
Oh, I know. I don't know why Garrett's up at this ungodly hour, especially as a drummer. I guess, have you been drumming lately, Garrett?
I had a story that said 64% of musicians around the country are having to quit because they don't have gigs and they got to make money. It's sad. But Garrett's a pirate. He will survive.
Are you kidding me?
I saw tiger. How come we don't have the theme to Dancing with the Stars on our audio service?
I went to look for some Jessica Simpson drops. That was 9 pages long. I was like, I can't waste all my time on this.
Did you get in a hole?
Oh, man, I forgot about her and Tony Romo. That took up 3 pages.
Oh, yep.
And then another 3 with her and Nick Lachey. And I mean, it was just hysterical how much we used her in the early 2000s.
Oh, my gosh. Hang on.
After the show. Tomorrow, another couple will be eliminated. For tonight, they've been divided into pairs who'll face off against each other for judges' scores. The winners of each face-off will get...
And then Aaron Andrews and the other dude are
Tara Banks.
Tyra.
Oh my God, there are 5 pages of Dancing with the Stars stuff.
It's just not worthy.
Mr. T was eliminated. We got to.
Oh my God, he was on there.
No, I mean,
What was his name? AJ, BJ,
yeah, Baracus.
BA Baracus. There you go.
So I saw tiger. Thank you for Blues Brunch.
You're welcome. Mm-mm-mm.
I wonder if Michael Jordan just wakes up every day and goes, ha ha.
If what? Say again.
Michael Jordan wakes up every day and just laughs at life. Him being on the board of DraftKings.com now. Everybody's talked about his gambling problem. Here we go.
Stop it.
The Max. Danny in the Jar.
Well, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. ABC's Dancing with the Stars announced on Good Morning America yesterday that the upcoming season will include Backstreet Boys' AJ McClain, former NFL player Vernon Davis, Grammy Award-winning rapper Nelly. It's getting hot in here, Danny, with his Air Force Ones.
I told you I'm not participating in this segment.
Former NBA superstar Charles Oakley, Johnny Weir, former Olympic figure skater, and Carol Baskin of Tiger King is going to be Dancing with the Stars. And the thing about it is they are going to have to pretty her up because it's going to be like Hillary Clinton in a tutu. I just don't get it.
Think she'll have a cat fight if she loses?
Oh, you know how many times she's going to be dressed,
Oh, you're right.
And yesterday afternoon, Danny and I talked about Joe Exotic bringing out some underwear for the Christmas holidays for you to purchase. And Danny was like, well, he's got a cheetah print. I thought he was just the Tiger King. But do you know how many prints she's going to be in? Zebra, tiger.
And it's still not going to look good. And I'm sure she doesn't know the rule not to go horizontal stripes. Lady, you need to go up and down.
And I do not get how Grey's Anatomy is still around. How long was ER out? It was one of the greatest hospital shows ever. But see, how long has McDreamy been gone and the other girl? They're set to return to production in next week after a 6-month shutdown. And for you Star Wars fans, Danny, The Mandalorian will debut its second season on October 30th on Disney Plus, which will include Timothy Olyphant. That's a little asterisk there for it. He's a great little actor. Are you excited?
Cannot wait. I've got my calendar marked.
It's your Morning Wood with Danny and the Jock on 98.1 The Max.
So,
which headline is the actual headline for today? Would a drunk driver hit a sign that says drive sober or get pulled over?
Would a family of raccoons play house and live in a kid's playhouse?
Would a man pull a marble from his nose after it had been stuck up there for 72 years? 535 at 9898. Which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline? And you will win Malco movie passes and qualify for the Traeger Pro Grill. Thanks to Avery Superstore, it is the 98 days of outdoors. Good luck.
Hey, the Max, who's this?
This is Justin.
Hey, Justin, where are you calling from?
I am calling from Memphis.
Justin from Memphis. Which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline? Would a drunk driver hit a sign that says drive sober or get pulled over? Would a family of raccoons play house and live in a kid's playhouse? Or would a man pull a marble from his nose after it had been stuck up there for 72 years?
I'm going to go with the raccoons playing house in the playhouse.
I am sorry, Justin. No Morning Wood for you today.
It happens.
Okay.
Have a good one, bud.
Hey, the Max, who's this?
James.
James, where are you calling from?
South Haven.
James from South Haven. Which Morning Wood is the correct one? Drive sober or get pulled over? Raccoons in a playhouse? Or a marble in a nose for 72 years?
The drunk run over the sign.
James, you got yourself some Morning Wood this morning. Congratulations.
Cool.
You got yourself a pair of Malco movie passes. You are also qualified for that Traeger Pro grill that is just badass from Avery Superstore. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right, hang on, James, okay?
Okay.
You want one more caller just to see?
Sure. Sure.
Or what if they get it right, though? Yeah, we can't do it. Did you?
Nah, just send it on over then.
Did you come up with the raccoons after you?
Yep.
With Danny and the Jock on I've got my calendar marked. Your morning wood
I'm gonna ask a question and hit a hotkey.
Which slide?
No, you said I can't wait. I was like, that's good. My bad. I'll be back.
Right.
I mute yourself too.
Yours. Good luck.
All the time.
You done?
Show Lil.
So I tried to send Lou that interview through Teams, and it won't. You can't get it.
Teams. Does he have VPN? Can he open up his stuff?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I guess you get it that way, huh?
Yeah, I can slide it over. Just remind me at the moment.
Okay.
Moment.
It says it's telling me it's no longer available. I don't.
We're doing that at 8:23, right?
Sure.
Wish that I was born on Rocky Top. You always say, come on, sweet home.
I'll be right back. Justin from Memphis, which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline? Would a drunk driver hit a sign that says drive sober or get pulled over? Would a family of raccoons play house and live in a kid's playhouse? Or would a man pull a marble from his nose after he'd been stuck up there for 72 years?
I want to go with the raccoons playing house in the playhouse.
I am sorry, Justin. No Morning Wood for you.
All right, here we go.
Get up. It's your morning wood with Danny and the Jock on 98.1 The Max.
Justin from Memphis, which Morning Wood headline is the actual headline? Would a drunk driver hit a sign that says drive sober or get pulled over? Would a family of raccoons play house and live in a kid's playhouse? Or would a man pull a marble from his nose after he'd been stuck up there for 72 years?
I want to go with the raccoons playing house in the playhouse.
I am sorry, Justin. No Morning Wood for you today.
It happens.
James from South Haven, which Morning Wood is the correct one? Drive sober or get pulled over? Raccoons in a playhouse? Or a marble in a nose for 72 years?
The drunk run over the sign.
James, you got yourself some Morning Wood this morning. Congratulations.
Cool.
You got yourself a pair of Malco movie passes. You are also qualified for that Traeger Pro grill that is just badass from Avery Superstore. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yep. A North Point, North Carolina man was arrested for DUI Sunday after crashing his car into a digital county sign reading drive sober or get pulled over. Bounty Cheremy, 22, was arrested after deputies found him near the turned over sign in a damaged Mazda. He told deputies he was on the phone with a friend when he hit something, but was unsure of what he hit. The man failed sobriety test and blew over twice the legal limit in a breathalyzer test, reaching the .166, according to the arrest report.
Very nice. Good aim.
My question is, have you ever met someone named Bounty? Bounty Cheremy.
No, and I hope I never do.
I mean, were you and your spouse out shopping and looked at the paper towel section? Is like, that's what we're gonna name it. Bounty, the quicker picker upper. Charmin. Jarman. That should have been my daughter's name.
Charmin Jarman. No. No.
Coming up, the epitome of irony. Michael Jordan, known as a gambler, has become a special advisor to DraftKings.com.
You know, this happened yesterday.
What?
Hang on. It's like we get two different stories. The one I sent you says Charlotte County, Florida. You have a Northport, North Carolina. It happened with something yesterday, too. I was like, my story says so many different things in it.
Well, yes, because they were just a little bit longer or shorter, maybe. Let me find your stories.
No, mine just says it starts off with a Charlotte man. Charlotte County, Florida. And you have Northport, North Carolina. There was something yesterday, too. I can't remember what it was. It was like just different numbers, though. Okay, you're going to have to excuse me. I hear screaming.
Relief from the sneezing without the snoozing. Say yes to non-drowsy Children's Allegra.
Keep you when the dark, you know they all pretend. Keep you when the dark, and so will all began. They need to very deep. The secret that you keep on the Are you ready? Open I can sound. Don't leave it in no rounds at all. The fans. Reality boy. So me. So I'm told I'm just another soul for sale. Oh well, this is our friend. We are not will never die. Oh say what I say, not like the others. What I say, not just I'm the voice inside your head you refuse to hear. I'm the face that you have to face, mirror in your stare. I'm what's left, I'm what's right, I'm the enemy. I'm the hand that will take you down, to your knees. So who are you? Say who are you? Say who are you?
Aroldis Chapman.
It's almost like I'm physic.
Here we go. And just when I complimented them this morning.
Sports shorts. Not acceptable at a funeral, even if sports is dead right now. With Danny and the Jar on 98.1 The Max.
Running back Leonard Fournette, former Heisman Trophy winners, joining the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a one-year deal worth up to $3.5 million. Fournette, Tom Brady, and Gronkowski. That's pretty interesting there. Tampa Bay, speaking of the Buccaneers, Rays, Mike Bruce hit 2 home runs in Tampa's 5-2 win over the Yankees last night after getting some payback after I can't say this name, Aroldis Chapman threw a ball over his head. And speaking of baseball, Hall of Famer pitcher Tom Seaver, who led the 69 Miracle Mets to a World Series championship, died yesterday from Lewy body dementia. We talked about that yesterday. That is what Robin Williams had before he committed suicide. But Tom also had the coronavirus. The Hall announced last night he was 75. MLB and the Pittsburgh Pirates will honor Roberto Clemente's life and legacy by recognizing his number 21 on September 9th. And Michael Jordan has joined DraftKings, which sent the online betting app stock up 13% yesterday. They announced that Jordan would be joining its board as a special advisor in exchange for an equity stake in the company. He is known to be a gambling fan and also majority owner of the Charlotte Hornets. I mean, I told Danny, I guarantee you Michael Jordan wakes up every morning and just laughs at how people, have talked about some of his flaws and all of this, because that was one thing you were wanting out of The Last Dance. You were wanting to know, did the NBA make him quit that year that he went to baseball? Because
was he suspended that year because of his gambling? They say absolutely not.
But I find it ironic that he has now stake in a gambling company.
I mean, he's been doing it for years.
Why not?
Why not? If you're good at it, then go ahead and own it. I'm sure most bookies didn't start off by not gambling.
I've known a lot of bookies who've failed at it too.
Coming up next, we have New Memphis. Anna Mullis is going to join us because the 2020 census, you got less than a month to get this done. And if you don't know how important the census is and what it does, we will tell you next.
Clear. I want.
You got SY ready?
Oh.
Ba, 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 ba.
All right, going back.
S.Y. Wilson, the official outfitters of Danny and the Jar, located in Arlington on Arlington Square, where the cake bike is awesome. This new thing, you can check it out at ridecake.com. It's street legal, top speed 65 miles an hour, hybrid overland bike, 54-mile radius, and it never needs gas, fully electric. It's called the Cake Bike. Check it out at ridecake.com, and S.Y. Wilson has got you hooked up with that new bike. New Dark Seas apparel is in stock. They are the exclusive dealer in Memphis at S.Y. Wilson, and also they got new Jetty shirts.
Hundreds of new name brand hats, shirts for you, flag and anthem, new denim and chinos, all new women's boutique shoes and clothing, including the Hey Dude shoes for men. They also have fishing gear, kayaks for you, and the great pre-made frozen meals that Danny loves. And she has tried them. Check them out at S.Y. Wilson, 12020 Walker Street in Arlington Square by the Depot. S.Y. Wilson. They have you covered from the trail to the cocktail.
Did you get new copy points or something?
No, why?
Because of the State and Liberty flag and anthem. Reno sunglasses.
That flag and anthem, chinos. I mean, she didn't send us any for this week.
No, I know. I don't know. I mean, I just wouldn't use it. That's why I threw away the old ones, because I'm assuming the stock keeps changing.
Oh, I got you.
That's why I picked up the wrong one yesterday. It's the only reason I knew it. I was like, did we receive something, or did you do what I did?
Now, I kept the original one that she had. Swimwear, jetty clothing, sunglasses.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why it's like, it's supposed to be just changed weekly or till we get the next copy.
Oh, okay.
With the other one expiring.
But I mean, they don't have frozen meals and puppy love or anything?
I mean, they might, but the agreement was to push what they wanted us to push.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Downloads. 93 Sports. Let's go back one. I can't tell. We did talk over that one. This has not been right. Download, I'm gonna download, I'm gonna download, I'm gonna download. I'll open. File save. 93. Yes. Head back to sports.
Coming up next.
You got her loaded in there?
Yeah, look at OPEX. So it's 4 plus. That'd put us about 29 plus.
Oh, you don't have her in there yet.
No, I'm about to, but I'm just saying, look.
I'm about to.
That puts us in the break at 29:30. So.
I don't know. What you thinking?
I'd say drop.
Next.
Autograph.
All right, then.
So don't worry about the T's, right?
Right. Don't go away, man. Just go away.
Girl, don't go away, man. Girl, you just better go away.
Log in. Why is it always that? Okay, I don't know what to do with this one. Let's see. Let's go back. Main menu. Oh, I don't think we can do. I wouldn't know that one.
Oh my God.
What?
Look at Thomas Magnum on your text.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Did you drive a red Ferrari too?
And I had no idea that the redhead wore his hair like that for so many years. I'm like, dude, no.
I mean, what a creeper.
I mean, no. Are you in a white van with a sliding door?
Exactly.
Morgan, I hope you're listening.
Morgan. Are you wearing a South Park t-shirt? They weren't out yet. A shirt.
Where's Higgins? Where's TC? Where's Rick? It's Magnum with Rick and TC.
Oh my God, that's great.
Oh.
All confidential, but it's very, very important. And as you read in the news earlier this week, that one of the Shelby County's 14 state House seats could disappear because of the low participation in the 2020 census. And all we've heard during this crazy 2020 year is everybody wants a voice. You're going to lose a very important one by not filling this out.
Yes, that's absolutely right. And those seats go elsewhere. That means somebody else has a voice and you don't. So, you know, this is, as I said, Memphis is behind. So it's not just that we're not trying to count anybody twice. We want to make sure that every person in our community, every person living in need, every person that has vision for our community and where we want to go, this is the time. If you've already filled out your census, awesome, like thumbs up to you. But make sure that your neighbors have filled it out. Make sure your coworkers, those you go to church with, your family, reach out, help us do our part. If we can come together in the next month as the Memphis community, I know we are. That's going to mean huge things for our community, and we won't have another shot for 10 years. So let's do it right this time.
And Anna, not that it's a good thing, but I am seeing that we're not alone. There are some other people not doing as good. Texas looks to be a little behind too. So all we're asking is this month, it takes 10 minutes. You go to my2020census.gov, and it's going to take you 10 minutes just to help direct billions of dollars in federal funds to our local community. Thanks again, Anna Ellis. She is the CEO and president of New Memphis. Thank you for all that your organization does, as well as you personally.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Thanks for having me.
Danny and the Jar, 98.1 The Max.
I don't think it's Ellis. It's Mullis.
Good morning. The interstate's still looking good right now as we're pushing our
You got that tease covered.
Yeah.
All right, we got Pam at 10:30. Numbers at noon.
I don't say anything. Coming up, we'll tell you the strangest place random pipe bombs were found. That's coming up next.
And Randy at 1:30. Is that it?
Yeah.
Maybe I should
You're listening to Danny and the Jar
on 98.1 The Max.
Maybe I should.
You're
Bum, ba-dum, ba-bum. Next. Did you hear what I said when you came back?
What?
After I complimented the girls for being so good.
Yeah, I had to help them pick out their clothes.
I can't buckle it back.
Alt print.
What? Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna be singing Magnum all day. It doesn't even matter.
Did you see the one he emailed us?
Yep.
He's a tiny little tot.
And I'd say it to his face, look at those bow legs. I mean,
He's had him his whole life.
huh?
He's had him his whole life.
It's crazy.
Oh man, did I really do? Oh, I wrote the password down over here. OGQN. I remembered last night that I made Radiothon clocks. So they're in the log.
Yeah, and then when I left yesterday, I was like, so did you just print it out and didn't save it? Talking about myself. I was like, knowing that, she would have them out there, or did you just open it and close it and never saved it?
No, I built it all on the clock. So it's not a Word document.
No, but I thought it was like a PDF though. Oh, that's not the word, but whatever.
It's a music log.
You need cooling. Baby, I'm not fooling. I won't send you back to school. Yeah. Way down inside.
Want to give you my love. Yeah. Want a whole lot of love. Monday afternoon recyclers. Does that sound good?
Yep.
You got a bunch of new ones in there?
I will. I put about 5 a week. One of our love. Yeah.
Was it Friday? Oh.
I'm going to print out that picture in color. Magnum PI with TC and Rick. Dun, 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 dun. I bet Bob Knoyer's embarrassed that he's wearing that.
Shoot. First, 7:31.
Want a whole lot of love. Yeah. Way down inside. Oh, I'm on. You need me. Dun, 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 dun.
What date is that? Great. 8/27. 7:45 P to 8:30. That's Kim. Okay, well. Okay, Friday, 28.
Oh, here we go.
98.1 The Max. Danny in the Jar.
A group fishing in Northern California reeled in 2 live pipe bombs this past weekend and had to call the cops. Here's what they had to say.
My father-in-law had the net ready and we got it up towards the boat and we thought it was like an anchor. And so we put the net away and then got the line up and we got it right to the boat and realized my father-in-law was like, it's a bomb. And he's like, everyone get to the front of the boat. And I think that they're probably trying to blow up salmon and knocking them out and having them float up and then taking them. That's what I think.
Jeez Louise.
I'm guessing that's the only, I'm thinking that's the only reason they'd be down there, but
yeah, who knows?
I'm hoping that's the only reason they were down there. And to lighten up the mood during these horrible times, a guy in Lincoln, Nebraska got up in front of the city council and gave an impassioned speech on why the city should ban the term boneless wings at its restaurants. Listen for the surprise at the end.
I propose that we as a city remove the name boneless wings from our menus and from our hearts. Boneless chicken wings are just chicken tenders, which are already boneless. I don't go and order boneless club sandwiches. I don't ask for boneless auto repair. Our children are raised being afraid of having bones attached to their meat. We need to teach them that the wing of a chicken is from a chicken and it's delicious.
Thank you. Okay, hold it down, please.
I would like to just comment here. For the record, that's my son.
So I wonder what started that to make him go up there. I wonder if it was a argument in the kitchen, at home, at the dinner table.
Yeah, but he looks like your typical nerd. Yeah. Long hair, part down the middle, and comic books, and his dad's basement.
Well, I didn't know that buffaloes had wings.
And the chicken of the sea, I didn't know. Is it chicken? The famous Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, I didn't know. Which I always wondered why they called it chicken of the sea. Are you trying to confuse kids? And Jessica Simpson? It's just tuna fish.
They may have not confused kids, but they sure did miss Jessica Simpson. As we say here in the South, bless her heart. Coming up, Chadwick Boseman's Jackie Robinson biopic is going to get a theatrical re-release. Clear. And you ain't lying. Like, did Danny just put in Jessica Simpson? While that was playing, I put Jessica Simpson tuna, chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And it brought up her breast. I'm like, what?
There's a lot of boobs in there. There's a lot of Jessica Simpson boob and Joe Simpson. Wonder what happened to old Joe. Is he still alive?
Oh, no.
Or did he get the COVID too? Is he one of those 9,200 people?
You need cooling.
Baby, I ain't fooling.
I'm going to send you
back to school, yeah.
Way downside. As we say here in the South. Coming up.
Before we need to take the time to talk about the devastating loss of Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick Boseman's Jackie Robinson biopic is going to get a theatrical re-release.
Ooh, I didn't mean that to happen. Don't do that. Don't do that. Gonna give you my love. Yeah, a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. Meow. DJT 84. Yes. Upload. Open. Upload. Download. Download. Thank you. I don't want to know. I want to know. You say, way down inside. Yeah, I don't want to hold on. All right, so what did I mess up on? 731. All right, so that one's right now. Okay, let's go to the Max. Let's log in. No, that was fine. Well, cool then. Kix is the only one left.
We'll send you a copy of the new rundown. You hear me, woman?
The new rundown.
The Jews heard me. Want a whole lot of love.
Don't you know I gotta forward it to my other account because I can't open the Word? I think it's very difficult. I'm only kidding. It's not that difficult. It's right here. It comes right here. Buck. No. No.
I want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love.
Come on. There we go. Coming up next, Peyton Manning's Tennessee whiskey is a game stopper.
leaving a winning leg for company in base. Recorded in Phoenix. That's up.
Danny and the
High of 85 today. It looks like we're clear of showers, but we were supposed to have thunderstorms roll in by 10 a.m. yesterday. That didn't happen. So good luck. And no rain for Eric. Coming up next, Peyton Manning's.
Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go.
Danny and the Jar.
98.1 The Max.
Chadwick Boseman's hometown of Anderson, South Carolina is holding a memorial for him today, and they plan on actually building a statue of him there. That's a great little honor. And also, AMC Theaters will re-release 42, the 2013 biopic in which Chadwick starred as the baseball great Jackie Robinson. They're only going to charge you $5, and tickets are on sale now. There's 300 AMC Theaters nationwide, and a source close to Boseman said that he was optimistic he would beat cancer and gain weight back to star in the Black Panther sequel. According to the Hollywood Reporter, there were only a few people that knew about his condition, including his producing partner, Logan Coles, his agent, his trainer, and 42 director, Brian Hegland. No one involved with Black Panther, Disney or Marvel, knew. Meanwhile, sources say that Boseman was in a bout of, quote, hardcore pain while filming Netflix Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Disney is, quote, in the process of processing its grief, and that its focus at this stage is to pay tribute to Boseman and not on the making of the sequel. The sequel is currently set for a 2022 release, and as of right now, fans believe they may move forward by making his character's sister the new Black Panther. I mean, the guy was so talented, and it's so sad at just the age of 43. That now tell me about Ma Rainey.
Ma Rainey's an old blues singer. She grew up in Louisiana, and Ma Rainey too grew up at Blues Alley. I say grew up at Blues Alley. She was an older woman. She died back in, I think, in 85, 88. But Ma Rainey was the original late 1800s singing the blues, and just kind of one of the first women ever to do that. So that's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom that he was in. And I'm just familiar with Ma Rainey because of Ma Rainey II, because my parents would take me down to Blues Alley because that's real safe to take a 5-year-old. And I mean, I've got pictures with Ma Rainey II in Blues Alley down on right off of Beale Street.
And just in case people weren't listening, tell the story about you and the Carpenter and 42, or to get on up.
Oh, when I found out Chadwick Boseman had passed away, I said, man, the Black Panther actor died, and he was only 43 years old. He had colon cancer. And he's like, oh, you're kidding me. And then I continued to watch Get On Up with him, and we're just staring at James Brown watching the movie. And then when it's over, I decide to look at the cast. And then I find out that Chadwick Boseman, we were staring at while we were talking about his death, because he was James Brown. But he did such a fantastic job in it. You don't even see, it's like I always say about Robert Downey Jr. when he played, why can I not think of his name?
Oh, Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, you forget that that's Robert Downey Jr. You're so wrapped up in it. And also Jamie Foxx with Ray.
Yes.
You completely forget. What I can't believe is how quiet Hollywood didn't know or kept his secret of being sick. Didn't David Bowie, wasn't he pretty quiet about it as well?
Oh, yes.
And for people not to tell that or know, it reminds me when, his trainer, of course, knew he was sick. He'd have to know. I had a trainer that I went to twice a week. And I went to him with my first kid. And I said, look, I know you trained some of my friends. I'm not telling anybody because it's not long enough. I don't want anybody to know yet. But since you are my trainer, I think I need to tell you. And he said, that you're pregnant? I said, it's only been a few weeks. How do you know I'm pregnant? And he said, because you quit coming in here smelling like cigarettes and booze. It's one of my favorite but most embarrassing stories ever.
And also, he came to St. Jude back in 2018, and I'm sure he just made an appearance because he was the Black Panther, but knowing that he had been going through that for about 2 or 3 years before it, and nobody knew. It's still quite astounding. Coming up, speaking of Tennessee, Peyton Manning's Tennessee whiskey is a game stopper. Right now, here's LeBron James on the passing of Chadwick Boseman.
It actually felt like we finally had our Black superhero, and nobody can touch us. And to lose that, it's sad in our community. And to lose the Black Panther and the Black Mamba in the same year, we can all agree that 2020 is the year that my 35 years. It's not even a question.
How did you know I was pregnant?
Yeah, because I've known for weeks. Just sweat and booze out because I used to hate it. I'd have to be there at 7 a.m. Thursday mornings, and kickball was Wednesday nights. Can you imagine what I smelled like?
Oh, no.
And show the country.
No.
About 15. I mean, yeah. I just left Brookhaven 3 hours ago, Todd. I'm sorry.
Well, I won't back down.
Won't be turned around. You can stand me up at the game.
I won't back down, baby. There ain't no easy way out.
Oh, but wait a minute. Unfortunately, ding dong, dong, a ding a ding ding.
Hey, baby. I'm going to go walk for a second. Or actually, hey, before I go off, do we need to drop free if we're going to play all of this Matt Sorum? Oh, that's not here. Never mind. Move.
All right, 312. So let me see. Huh. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Ba-dum-ba-bum-ba-dum-ba-bum-ba-ba. Come on. Okay, so now, which one's in on the scene? Ha dee ga ga dee da 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 ga da 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 da. Okay, let's see. No. 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 Let's see this. All right, so X is what? Oh. Give me the dates, Bingleberries. How am I supposed to do anything when you can't tell me the date? You just have a 1 next to it.
Easy, Carl.
I mean, they just have a number next to it, really? Ah.
Wish that I was on a rocket.
Let's try it another way, since no one wants to help me. Hmm. Don't delete it. No, don't delete. Put the trash can in the stupidest place. You delete emails all day. You only got 2 days left in the month. You better hurry up and show me. I don't see any. Oh. Well, I don't know how you want me to do this if I don't know what the date is for. I don't know what to do. All right, let's try this.
What?
Nothing. Just, if it's not one thing, it is another. And just a bunch of bleh.
Here we go.
Danny and the Jar on 98.1 The Max.
You know, I really, really liked that song when it first came out, but you cannot go see any local band live. I don't care what they normally play without singing this song.
When was the last time you saw a local live band?
Well, I'm just talking about before the pandemic. Everybody, I mean, because we found out about this song 2015 when he and Justin Timberlake did it, and it made Stapleton a star. But I mean, it's even like, I don't know if Twin Souls done it, but it seemed like every kind of band out there has played this song. But we're playing it now because it's last call for Peyton Manning's wildly popular Tennessee whiskey known as Sweetens Cove. It's named after a golf course in Chattanooga. And the whiskey was initially rolled out in Tennessee and Georgia and quickly sold out, which is impressive because obviously Peyton likes that whiskey a lot, with a price tag of $200. The second release in July did the same thing. Now the last batch of the inaugural Sweetens Cove will hit stores' shelves. He said he's shocked at the reaction to the whiskey. This whole thing really just hit fast. The next batch won't be ready until February.
Sounds like Screwball to me. That took off like wildfire.
Yes, but it didn't cost $200. I like my Tito's and I used to like my Jack Daniels, but not for $200.
Well, because it doesn't taste like that for $200. I mean, you're drinking $60 whiskey. There's a reason it tastes. I mean, it costs $60 and that costs $200.
Jack Daniels don't cost $60. Goodness, that's a lot. And it's crazy how, Ryan Reynolds put out a vodka a few years ago, and we never got to the story because we kept bumping it for other things and games and interviews. But he recently sold it for like $61 million. Sammy Hagar sold his for $80 million. And then what's the George Clooney and Randy Whatchamadoodle? Casamigos. Didn't they sell that for almost $1 billion? Somebody bought it in Mexico.
Yeah, I don't know, but I would say with this pandemic, that's the business to get into.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of rock artists also putting out their own too. So congratulations. Speaking of rock artists, Matt Sorum, who has his own line of clothing, former drummer for GNR, is doing his part to help during the pandemic, and he covers a classic of Tom Petty's that is incredible. We'll play it next. Clear.
You realize that you have teasing tri-state trivia. I was like, was I supposed to edit something that I don't remember?
No, because nobody called. Nobody wanted to riddle. Nobody wanted to do this and that.
Sweet strong Tennessee whiskey. That came out in 2015.
That's when they did it. Remember, they did like one of the award shows in Stone. That's what it says on Delicious Audio.
Jeez.
Oh, why not?
Because they'll get us kicked off. That's why not.
Okay, Mom.
It's like 3 strikes, you're out, though. Promise? Look, play it. Play it.
Amen. So we don't have to listen to Bob Albertson's comment. Bob Albertson works way too close for me to back talk him.
Speaking of rock artists, Matt Sorum, who
Your love.
speaking of rock artists, Matt Sorum.
Yeah, I was impressed with this version of the song.
Coming up next.
Sweet Strong. All right. Let me see what song we got going here. Yeah, instead of Ragdoll. DJ T92. DJ. Oh, I guess we don't need it, do we? Fine. We don't need it. Dave, I thought you were a person.
Let's see, whiskey.
Sweet Strong. All right. What was that date? Ba 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 ba. All audio. Run that. Run that beautiful bean footage.
Huh.
Sweet Strong.
You're fine.
Okay, why are these not marked? They're not titled. Oh, there's a. Maybe I shouldn't have them yet. Okay, let's see. Yeah. I don't know now because. Holy shnikes, you got to be kidding me. Okay, is that the part? Nope.
Oh, love is sweet. Tennessee whiskey.
Why would that play so early, though? Oh. It did play when it was supposed to, right? I guess it was 4 minutes. Oh, I'm going to go all the way up here to see scheduled versus time. Scheduled time. $5:12 a.m. I mean, this is a play at 5:13.
It means a lot, especially with how I felt like I did it. It means a lot, especially with how I felt like I did it. In the past, I've struggled coming from behind. I learned from it at Colonial. I felt like I got really wrapped up in what was going on the leaderboard, who was ahead of me, how many people, instead of.
Your love is sweet. Here we go. Here we go.
It's Danny in the Jar, 98.1.
The Max.
Jarman, have you ever heard of a 3-string guitar?
Have I ever heard of a 3-string guitar? No, ma'am.
No?
The ukulele has 4. Now, you know, a little toy guitar may have 2, but that's...
I was just thinking about a little Minnie Mouse one I might have in the closet.
Now, what does Macy play on that I've seen on videos before?
Ukulele.
That's 4 strings. Okay.
Have you ever heard of a 3-string shovel guitar?
No.
Put 3 strings on a shovel and you got a guitar. And Justin Johnson sure can play it. Here he is. I mean, this is an unbelievable 3-string shovel guitar. Guy's name's Justin Johnson.
I am absolutely shocked that our buddy Cody Dixon of the North Mississippi All-Stars didn't come up with this thing, because that's exactly, it looks exactly like something he would come up with.
Yeah, and the one that he uses and the one I'm seeing most of is like a
small garden shovel.
Yeah, but I would I would call it.
Or you want to make a big hole. It's not
it's like a flathead.
Right. Yes, that's very good.
And I was thinking more of like a post digger, but a flathead. And then and it's funny because if you look at the regular shape of a shovel that's shaped, the bottom shaped like a shield, that looks like more of the rock and roll kind.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like one of those straight shovels. That's nuts. It's turned over on its back and lined up. It's awesome, man. Who knew that it could have that sound?
And how do you build pickups into a shovel like that? I wish I could see the back of it. I'm sure he has something on the back of it just to put those pickups, because I was expecting an acoustic sound when it started, and I was like, well, let me go check this thing out.
Well, if you go videos, it has, how to make your own electric shovel guitar. You can find everything on YouTube. You can do anything you want. I'm still Googling how to make $1 million in a week. That one hasn't come up yet.
Why didn't I think of that?
Exactly. I could have probably made $1 million in the time I've Googled how to make $1 million. We all know that Matt Sorms made well over $1 million. He is the former drummer of Guns N' Roses, and we all owe a debt to the frontline workers during the global pandemic. And with a new video, Matt Sorum is shining a spotlight on some of these workers with the cover of Tom Petty's I Won't Back Down. Sorum serves up a mix of solo performance, playing the guitar amidst a desert setting with shots of hospital workers dancing along to the Petty classic. In his Instagram post discussing the cover and video, he writes, I made this video in the desert near Pioneer Town, California, when thinking and speaking with my good friends and partners in Brazil. Brazil is like a second home to me, and I traveled there often before the pandemic to work on projects with my company. Since then, we have moved our project into working on COVID-19 and supporting hospitals. Here's Matt Sorum with his version of Tom Petty's Won't Back Down. It's 98.1 The Max.
Clear.
You could stand me up at the gates of hell and I won't back down. No, I stand my ground.
You can
No, I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. 46. Eight, 12, 7, 23. I know what's right. We'll be 10, 10, 10. We're the cha choo choo cha 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 cha. 43. 10:43. Nine 12. And I got just one night. 17. Oops.
Well, I won't back down. Have you ever seen a James Bond film?
Yeah. I mean, when I was a kid, I can't say I remember anything about him.
Just watched the new trailer, and Rami Malek's villain looks awesome. Holy cow, it's 9:30. Thank you, Lord.
We'll be turned around. All right, so let's try this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, then. What?
The Rock says that. I'll tell you on the air. I'm going to save it.
You're going to save it for the air? That's crazy, I tell you.
That's what they say. Don't forget the tease. Oh, speaking of, I can do that. Hey, put it on mute. I'm going to tease in between here. Yep. Coming up, the highest paid. Coming up, the highest paid actor in Hollywood reveals he and his family are recovering from the coronavirus. And a motorcyclist who visited the Sturgis rally has passed away from COVID-19.
It's Danny and the Jar.
98.1 The Max.
Yep. Coming up, the high 19.
It's
Okay, you can take that out. Mute.
Yo.
Is that old laptop still trying to boot up? It's switching time to a Chromebook that boots.
Oh my God.
Service right in and around the world. Seeing, I am what I am. I am the day I am that I am. Exclusive. Chicken in the corn on the corn can't grow, mama. Hey, when chicken in the corn on the corn can't.
Do you put that thing in File Manager for Lou? Damn it.
Let's see where you want. What's your name?
Little girl, what's your name? Strong. Okay. Why does it always? I mean, it's just like.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
I'm trying to see why do the comments stop at a certain point?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I have no idea. And I thought I was Facebook fluent, but I guess I'm not. You know, Jenny, I miss her a lot. Thank you for the reminder. There you go, Lou. All right, you ready? Stand by, going live.
Stop it.
You're listening to Danny and the Jar.
98.1 The Max.
Well, this was bound to happen, maybe. A Minnesota resident who attended the Sturgis motorcycle rally last month has passed away from COVID-19. His name and sex has not been revealed. He was a 60-something years old and been receiving treatment in an ICU. According to the Department of Health, at least 50 cases in Minnesota have been traced to the North Dakota event. Per the department, across the country, more than 250 cases have been linked to the annual rally, which was attended by about 250,000 people this year. Although the event was originally set to be headlined by ZZ Top and Leonard Skinner and Smash Mouth, only Smash Mouth performed after the other two dropped out over coronavirus fears because they're all over 70. Probably pretty smart on their cases there. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson reveals he and his family are recovering from coronavirus. He took to social media so he and his wife, along with their 4- and 2-year-old daughter, all had COVID for the last 3 weeks. He described it as a kick in the gut and said he's gone through some doozies in his life, but nothing compared to contracting the virus with his family. He also said he wished he alone had caught it. But while he and his family were relentless about safety, he said they contracted the virus from his friends of the family. And I heard someone this morning say that goes to prove that no matter how healthy you are and think that you are, that, you know, look at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, probably works out 6 hours a day, and he can even contract the virus.
Anybody can get it.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how much you work out. If you work out, I mean, so what's your point?
Well, that was their point, but I sort of agreed. I mean, if you're pretty darn healthy, and unlike me, you have high blood pressure, early diabetic, those are the cases that you can get. But
94% of the people who have died of COVID-19 had 2 to 3 underlying health conditions.
Well, I'm just glad so far it ain't got The Rock. Because what would we do without Fast and the Furious 47?
I don't know.
Coming up, a grizzly bear terrifies a Glacier National Park hikers. You thought Yellowstone was bad. This is real life. What's your name?
I gotta pay attention more. I had Dwayne telling all that in his own voice. I figured you had it. Sorry.
My bad.
Sorry.
We've been doing good with our audio. Loud.
I get that last tease. I'm gonna get some more coffee.
Your love is sweet. Yours fine. Still see whiskey. Yep. You thought they were bad on the television show, Grizzly Bears. You thought they were bad on the television show. A grizzly bear terrifies Yellowstone National Park hikers. Coming up next. You thought they were.
My wife, Lauren, as well as my 2 baby girls and myself, we have all tested positive for COVID-19. And I could tell you that this has been one of the most challenging and difficult things we have ever had to endure as a family. And for me personally too, as well. And I've gone through some doozies in the past. My wife.
You're listening to Danny and the Jar
On 98.1 The Max.
Your love is sweet. Tennessee whiskey.
You're listening to Danny.
Up next.
You're listening to Danny and the Jar.
DJT 94. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. Your love is sweet. It's Tennessee whiskey.
Where'd you go? I can't hear you.
I can't hear you. I don't know.
I can't hear you.
I hit refresh for some thinking I was on File Manager. It's just one of those days.
Yes, sir. Started with a raccoon coming at me. Why would he come at me? Aren't they supposed to run away?
I mean, that's what I don't understand. I have a friend that graduated a year after me in West Memphis, and she has one that stays in the house. I mean, is she,
gross.
I mean, first of all, yes, let's start there. And second, just how do some run from you and some attack you? I'm burning. Oh, where's our teas? Where's our teaser?
Okay, now this is saying that we have a 95% chance of rain. I mean, what is it?
Make up your mind, dude.
How am I supposed to plan my day?
Did you see in one of our consultants' emails about a guy named a DJ named Spicoli? I was like, really? Yeah, I'm Jack Daniels.
You're not going to like it, Willie. Quit it.
You know, if the raccoon likes it.
Yeah, you spit it back out, didn't you? Oh, you're eating it again. You're going to choke.
Sweet.
My dog's eating almond. That's not right. This is showing we should get rain any minute now. Is it raining there?
Let me see, girl.
Ooh.
South of us.
You want another one? When did you start eating almonds? You eat anything, don't you?
Holy cow. I just realized I hadn't turned the TV on all day. Your love is sweet.
can't believe you're eating this, Willie. I don't know why it begs all the time.
I turned the TV on and guess who's on it?
Who?
Philip Banks, Fresh Print. You know, he died earlier this year.
I lived it.
Oh, I hate when you win. Yeah, I can't believe he spelled it like that either. I was like, come on, dude.
Right?
I'm sure Kenoyer was one of his clients. I hope you didn't write that on a...
Bobby Winstead said that he's been trying to get some of Peyton's Sweetens Cove whiskey for a month.
All right, here we go. Last break. Amen.
Make sure you let me talk about Steve. Don't just blow past me.
No.
It's Danny and the Jar.
98.1 The Max.
In a harrowing incident caught on video, a group of hikers narrowly escaped an attack by an angry grizzly bear. The close call occurred at Montana's Glacier National Park. Hikers were taking in the park sights when they realized a group of hikers in the distance had attracted the attention of a bear. I noticed the grizzly coming down of a tree line onto a meadow, and I said, look, baby, there's a bear. After realizing the bear was making a beeline for 3 park visitors, one of them was carrying a 1-year-old child on his back. The couple began shouting at them. The video shows the clearly frightened hikers scrambling to get away from the charging animal, which is clearly running faster than they are. Then, without warning, the bear gives up the chase and wanders off. We complained about them running, but they had a 1-year-old toddler on their back, and who knows what was going through their mind. I mean,
you hear "don't run," and all you hear is "run."
Yeah. In the back of your head, you're like, they say don't run. They just say don't run, don't run, don't run, don't run.
But they don't know how fast I am.
I was listening to a podcast about Yellowstone, and they were talking about how, remember when Beth Dutton, Kelly Riley's character, runs after those wolves that are eating on something? That was real. Those were real wolves that she chased off. And of course, they have expert handlers during the filming, but also that incident with all the Japanese people when John Dutton pulls up and they're looking at that bear. All the animals you've seen are real. No, I ain't doing my own stunts. Not I.
No, and I can't remember where we were, if it was the Rocky Mountains or the Smoky Mountains, but we had found a trail, man, and it had sign. You know what? We could have been in California for all I know, but it was a sign like entering the trail and showing you, be aware of mountain lions and this, and here's what you do. And I'm just looking at the carpenter going, we're really just going to walk in there? Like, he's like, they're not going to bother you.
I can hear him. They're not going to do it.
And he's like, all right, well, come on. And I'm standing there. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to memorize what I do for each animal because I didn't know you're supposed to do this. Didn't know you were supposed to not run. I didn't know you were supposed to turn around and be big for a cat. And now look, I could have that backwards. So don't go out hiking and go, Danny said.
Yeah.
But no, I had no idea that was
I had I've read where mountain lions have an appetite for Eagle Scouts too. So okay.
we have our
Go ahead. Do that tease, and then I'll do mine.
We have our good buddy Steve Gorman coming on tomorrow. He does our night show, 7 to midnight every weekday night with Steve Gorman Rocks, of course, the former drummer of Black Crowes. He'll be on with us tomorrow and put us to shame because he's one of the best broadcasters I've ever heard. I had so many people talk about that, whether you're a rock fan or not. Who's that guy y'all had on? So he's going to join us tomorrow. And then even better, he's going to do our show for us on Labor Day morning and let us have a day off.
You know, drummers have a very notorious reputation for just being idiots, but I've looked at a couple of interviews he's done about his book about the Black Crowes, and he is one of the smartest guys I've ever heard also. So,
well, he says that Aerosmith, the other night he said Aerosmith was the number one American band, all-American band, and so that's what I got to ask him about that.
Oh, AC/DC and Aerosmith, you're going to get every dime that you pay for those. I've always said that. Absolutely.
What are you talking about?
Live in concert.
Okay. But he just said that they were like the number one all-American band, like Americana rock band.
Oh, okay. I got you. And you were wearing an AC/DC shirt. So that reminded me too. All right. More confusion coming up this afternoon, including funky flavored candy canes only in 2020. I'll give you a tease of one. Ketchup candy canes. Oh, love is sweet. It's Tennessee whiskey.
This is what I was trying to get to you.
What is it? I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear that?
Uh-oh.
I thought you could hear everything when I played it.
Uh-oh. Well, normally. Yeah, I can hear your news in the morning.
I'll convert it. All right. We're not going. We're leaving, people.
Bye.
We'll see you this afternoon. Bye-bye. Here, I'll just open the ding dong thing.
Have you left yet?
Mm-hmm. Does it still say we're live?
Mm-hmm.